You know, in the pantheon that is shooters, or shoot-em-ups, whatever you want to call them, there's one game that really doesn't get discussed that much. And that's one of my favorite games of all time growing up, and still one of my favorite games today. Captain Skyhawk. Like most people growing up, I didn't really have too many video games that I owned. The majority of what I played was games that we rented from Blockbuster or mom and pop stores. So whenever we did actually buy a game, I loved it, no matter how shitty it was. And luckily, this one is actually really, really good. That it was published by Milton Bradley of all people, but, you know, luckily they weren't the developers, it was actually Rareware. In the game you pilot a jet fighter, and one that happens to be able to go in space for whatever reason, because space, you know. Now, while the game is mainly a shooter, there are some levels that change up the gameplay just a little bit. There's levels where you have to drop off packages, there's levels where you have to pick up scientists to create a secret weapon. In between each level, there's a backwards perspective that you get where you have to shoot down planes. It's all really varied and pretty fun. Now, the one thing I always thought was pretty dumb about the game was how you upgrade your jet fighter. You have to first dock it at a space station, which is constantly rotating. So you have to time it just right so that your plane actually, you know, spins with it. And if you don't get the timing down, it just blows up. It's like, who designs a space station like this? So, but once you've actually finally got it in there, then you have a certain amount of credits that you've earned from playing the levels. And it's all pretty pointless, because the only thing that matters is the gun cannon. Everything else, the missiles, the bombs, and all that stuff, it constantly, you lose it. Once you've used it, you have to buy it all over again. Once you've upgraded the cannon, that's it. And it's rapid fire. You know, it's when you first start, you just have a dinky, doop, 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 doop. And then once it's fully uploaded, it's the best weapon. And every weapon that you use, they do the same amount of damage. There's no point in getting missiles or bombs or anything. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of credits, Other than that, though, it really is a fun game. Once you've beaten all the levels, gotten the 2 scientists, dropped off the packages, whatever they're supposed to be, destroyed all the bases, you then go back into space and then fight this other red space station. I don't have the manual anymore, so I forget what the hell it's called. I hesitate to say it's a broken fight, but it kind of is, because it's just like when you have to dock at the space station, except now you need to go side to side. You have to hit every single one of the little balls that it's shooting at you. Every single one will shoot at you. So you're basically fighting off a bunch of guns. Once you've gotten all that, then you have to destroy the eye in the center. And flying around, it's not smooth. Like, it just goes. It's really hard to get in a specific spot while you're also dodging enemy fire. So be prepared for a really long fight with that one. Hopefully you've saved all your continues and then can actually beat the final boss. But yeah, this is a very nostalgic game for me. I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I highly recommend that you play it. It's a blast. It's a really good shooter. So if you like shooters, you're gonna like this. Also, a little bonus information. When I was little, I used to call it Captain Hawk and not Skyhawk. I was a kid. I'm gonna go play it right now.